I've titled today's presentation Reviews Power, and I'm sort of on my soapbox preaching about this because I feel that's so incredibly important and it's so timely right now as well. And so this is, in my opinion, some really good information that can help you in your business and help us to help you better in your business. Again, as John said, my name is Bruce Eckman, and I'm the president and CEO of EasyNet Tools, and I'm really glad to be with you today to share with you some of these thoughts and ideas about marketing. One of the things that is probably not hard to sell you on is the fact that the marketing world has changed. We've been doing marketing and producing marketing materials for many, many years, and we've seen a really substantial change in marketing and what works and what doesn't work anymore. And one of the things that I want to share with you, and I'm probably preaching to the choir here, is the fact that old-fashioned marketing just does not work the way that it used to. We're seeing the effectiveness of newspaper ads and TV commercials and all of those kinds of things just are not having the effect that they used to have. It seems like prices are going up and success is going down. One of the big ones that we're really seeing a shift on lately is Yellow Page ads. Yellow Page ads just don't work like they used to, and I kind of explain my opinion of why that's happening. But the other side of this is I want to explain to you, and I want to give you some ideas, because I think there's some opportunities here if we look at what is working and we take advantage of that, because there are a lot of businesses out there right now that are just really floundering and struggling, trying to figure out how to market and how to get the dollars that they put into their marketing to be effective and to really work for them. So in today's world, what's really working is people don't want to hear what you're saying, okay? As a business owner, we've just sort of gotten to the point where we're trained when a TV commercial comes on, or we're reading the newspaper, we just kind of skip over the ads and we don't look at them like we used to, because it's not what we're looking for nowadays. And so they're just not nearly as effective. We have built-in, we're trained because of the quantity of ads that have increased so substantially with more TV channels and more billboards. People are just trained to zone out on them. They just don't listen to TV commercials anymore. What they want to hear is what other people are saying about you. They don't want to hear what you're saying about you. They want to hear what other people are saying about you. And one of the things that's really fueling that change in the market in the last few years is social media, because now people can talk to people from all over, and they can converse about subjects, and they talk about the things that they like, and they talk about the things that they don't like. And so people want to hear what other people are saying about your business. And so one of the places that you can take advantage of that is over the internet, and in other places as well, is to provide them with what's going on. So in my opinion, the golden egg, or the thing that's really working today, is something that we need to use and we need to take advantage of. And this is a huge opportunity because all businesses, and actually I think very few businesses, have really figured this out. And so there's a huge opportunity for us to take advantage of this golden egg and to use it very effectively, because there isn't that much competition anymore in this particular area. So the real golden egg in marketing today, in my view, is reviews, customer reviews. People want to know what your customers are saying about your business. If you tell them something about your business, they're not going to believe you nearly as much as they're going to believe one of your customers telling them how your business does or what it does for them. So this is an incredibly, incredibly important thing for you to take advantage of, in my opinion, and to use to make your business more effective. Everywhere you go on the internet, You see the capability for people to review you. Facebook, Angie's List. The list is virtually endless of all the different places that can contain customer reviews, where people go and they see what other people are saying about your business. So you can take advantage of this, and this is sort of a double win, really, because people want to, as they do social media sites and they use these other sites, they can see what people are saying about you. But the interesting thing is that Google looks at that as well. Okay, in the computer world, computer guys like to use what are called acronyms. Just shortened things. That makes it seem like we're smarter than we really are. One of the acronyms that you hear a lot out there is SEO. And what really SEO stands for is search engine optimization. And basically all that means is that you want to get your website up on the search results. There are 10 results on every search page on Google. And if you're not in that first 10, people are probably not going to see you. So the objective of SEO, or search engine optimization, is to get your website ranked on that first page in one of those first 10 positions. And Google has really changed the rules on how that happens. And a lot of SEO companies are struggling, and so your phone is probably ringing off the hook with these companies calling you up wanting to do SEO for you. And the problem is that what they're doing isn't working anymore, and so they're losing customers right and left. So in order for them to solve that problem, what they're doing is trying to find more customers to do work for that isn't going to work. And then when you go through, they've just got a huge turnover, and so they're trying to make their business survive on turnover, which in my opinion is not a long-term success strategy. What they've got to do is they've got to solve the problem and be able to help people be more successful in their business in order for it to work, rather than just trying to find new customers all the time. So there's a huge opportunity here in SEO as well, because Google now doesn't look as much at the old things that they used to look at. And guess what they're looking at? Google is looking at reviews, and they're looking at what people are saying about your business. Okay, and so when we developed the whole strategy that we're working with the customers, we built it around reviews. And the first thing that we do with search engine optimization is we try to build pages for each of the local cities under a certain set of keywords. So, for example, if you were in say, Los Angeles, we're going to have the keywords carpet cleaning Los Angeles, okay? But then we're going to pick up all the little towns around Los Angeles, all the suburbs, and any place that people may be, and we're going to pick up those keywords as well. So, and I don't know Los Angeles very well. I should have picked somewhere where I'm more familiar with. But so we would use carpet cleaning this little city and carpet cleaning this little city. And what we do is we build a page for each of those cities. And with our strategy, the idea is to build those as review pages, and then we'll have those indexed in Google's. Now, Google has, with their search engine, when someone does a search, it automatically looks for businesses close to them. So if we have the pages, a page for each city, we're going to have more likelihood for showing up in a Google search, just because we've got a page built for that specific city. And right now, with some of our customers, we're just really struggling because we can't build the pages because we don't have the reviews to build the pages. Each of the pages is a page full of reviews from that local city, if possible. And so as we look at that, we're working, and we just need reviews. And with what we're doing here to try to get people, to try to get our franchise moved up the list with SEO, we need reviews so that we can build these pages out. And so that's why I'm on the soapbox today. I'm preaching how important reviews are, because if the operators can get us reviews and send them to us, we can get them right out there on the web, and we can build out these pages that will be indexed with Google. When we first started doing this, it was a concept. It was the idea that we were going to build a page for each city. And now that we've had time to do this, the operators that have provided us with the content. We've actually been able to build these out, and so we've proven the concept that this works. And so, like I say, I'm on my soapbox preaching the fact that we need these reviews. It was our battle plan was to build these pages, but without the reviews, we don't have any ammunition. And so, I guess we've been pleading and working with the operators to try to send us as many reviews as they can, because for us as a company trying to do the SEO work and trying to get their pages ranked, it's vital ammunition for us to use in this battle to get the pages moved up the search engines. So it's a win-win situation. I want to show you one of the franchises and just kind of show you how well it's worked for them. Okay, this is a franchise in North Carolina. It's a little hard for you to see this, but if you can look, this is a search engine report or ranking report. And so what it does, we list the keywords that we're going after, and then it shows us where in the rankings that they are. Now again, based on the fact that there are 10 spots on the first page of Google, you can see where each of these keywords is ranked, okay? So you look over here on this side, on this column is the keyword, okay? And it's carpet cleaning and the name of the cities. And in this particular franchise area, they've got 26 cities listed there, and so there's 26 keywords, and we build out 26 different pages, each targeted at each of these little cities of the keywords, okay? And if you come over here, you can see in Google where those are ranked, okay? And so each of these keywords has a city and a page that we built for that, loaded with reviews. If you go down this list, you can see that all of these are in the very first position. So not only are we on the first page, but we're in the very first position on the first page. Position 2, position 3, position 4, position 6, down to position 10. So you can see out of 26 keywords on all these different cities, 23 of them are on the first page, okay? That was our target. That is what we need to do with every one of the franchises that we're working with out there. We need to get their pages listed on that first page. Okay, you can see here that 3 of their pages are 14, 14, 15, and that puts them in the middle of the second page. Okay, so we're still close. Now, what we can do is we can keep working on these 3 pages until we get them moved up on that first page as well. Okay, so this is the objective. This is the goal. This is what we want to do for each of the franchises that we're working with. This shows you that the strategy works of using the reviews to get those pages up there. So reviews are so critically important for us to do. When we were working with this particular operator, he went to work getting reviews. He called up past jobs. He would write down reviews, and he's just regularly sending us reviews all the time because he understands how incredibly important reviews are, and it shows up in his work. We can't just do all this work on our own. It takes work from the operator as well, because you're on the front lines, you're dealing with the people, and you're the ones that can get these reviews. It's so critically important to do that. I think you can see how well that works here. One of the things that I want to explain to you is one of the things that's making this happen and that's affecting it in a major way is the fact that smartphones are just taking over the planet. Everyone is getting a smartphone everywhere. And so those also function off of reviews and take a lot of things into effect there. So one of the things that smartphones do, when you get a smartphone, every smartphone will come with an app on the phone that helps you to find businesses. So instead of looking up a company or looking up a phone number for someone to clean carpet, people don't do that anymore. It's too hard. We're lazy people. We don't like to find our yellow pages. I don't even know where my yellow pages are anymore. The term is I Google it. And if that hasn't made the dictionary yet, I'm pretty sure that it will. I Googled it because that's the term that people use anymore. If they want to find a carpet cleaner, they go to the internet. or they go to their smartphone, which is basically just going to the internet to find businesses. And so that's eliminating the need for Yellow Pages anymore, because you carry it around in your pocket with you. And this is kind of a complicated graphic here, but basically I use it to illustrate that phones out there on the internet, there are a number of different companies, and these companies are basically what we call NAP listings. Again, another computer acronym, N-A-P, to make us look smarter. NAP really stands for name, address, and phone number. And so there are all these sites that contain a database of names, addresses, and telephone numbers. And so all of these programs access these databases to get the name, address, and phone number. And one of the things that Google does is Google looks at these, and every one of them that matches identically exactly to another one out there, they give people credit for. And so that brings you up in the local listings as well. So having your business registered on all of these sites is incredibly important, and that's one of the things that we work on doing for our customers, is making sure that they have these. Some of these you're going to recognize: Google Plus Local, Yelp is pretty popular, Yellow Book is pretty popular, Angie's List. A number of these are, databases that people know and people use, and if you're looking for companies, somewhere you probably get your data to find companies from these. And if you look at these databases of information, one of the things that you will almost always notice as well is that they also have reviews. Okay, Angie's List is really known for reviews almost more than it's known as being the database of name and address and telephone numbers. So it's important for you not only to have reviews on your website, but also to have reviews on all of these different sites. So our strategy is, in working with the franchises, is first to get enough reviews to build the pages out, and once we've got those pages built out, then we work on helping the franchise operators to get reviews on all of these different pages. Okay, reviews are just absolutely gold nuggets. You need them in today's world to make your business successful. So it is so incredibly important for you to collect reviews. And so we've been working on things and testing things and trying things out to try to help make it easier for you, the operator, to collect reviews. Some of the things that we have tried out, we've printed up little cards that go to your web page, so people can just scan a QR code with their phone and it takes them straight to a review site. Anything we can do to make it easier for you and easier for your customers to give reviews and to get them posted on the internet. Another thing that a couple of our operators have tried is they take their tablet with them. And if they're hooked to the internet, they can have the customers fill out the reviews right there while they're standing there and get them sent in. Any way that you can get reviews, you need to get them. It's just so hugely important. Another thing that we're working on right now to take advantage of these smartphones is, as the operators have smartphones as well, we're developing an app that will allow the operator to either do a video or an audio recording of your customer, or a written one. And so, before you leave the job, you can just say, hey, would you mind, let me record a little review video of you telling me how good of a job I did, or, audio or whatever. But you can get the review right there on your smartphone. And, with a couple of pushes of the button, you could actually have the reviews posted on the internet before you ever get to your truck. So people could be seeing that on the internet before you've even, got out to your truck and got things put away. So that's something that we're developing right now, and we're working on, we're testing, and we'll be testing that and rolling out any other things that we can do to help you, the operator, to just get these reviews, because they are just absolute gold nuggets. Now, when you finish the job, one of the things you do is you ask to be paid. And you would never consider leaving the job without getting paid. And I would like to propose to you that you should never leave a job without trying to get a review, because in my opinion, it's almost as important to get a review as it is to get paid. And once you walk away from that job and the door closes behind you, the chances of you getting a review just dropped dramatically. As part of this as well, we're really encouraging the operators to get their customers' email addresses. And probably when they book the job, if you can get their email address, that's something that you can use later on to get a review, or to even do reminders, or anything specials you can mail to people later on. And we've actually built into our software package that people use, and you can find in other places as well. But collect people's email addresses and get back to them. If you don't get a review, you could send something to them in a few days. Hey, I didn't get a review. We want to find out how we did. Would you mind, answering a couple of questions for me? And as you get the reviews, you can get people to check boxes. Yes, you did a good job. Yes, you did a good job. What you really want is just a short sentence on how you did. You want them to actually write something in your own words. I don't care if it's on a napkin or an old receipt, anything you can get a review on. Get a review before you leave that job. This is so incredibly important. And anytime you walk away from a job and you don't get that review, you are losing a gold nugget. When you go home and put your checks in the bank bag and put them in your safe or whatever, boy, your reviews should go in there too. Don't lose them. They are so critically important. As we work on the internet, there are a lot of companies out there. This is where I like to tell my story of the three little pigs. Most of you have heard the story of the three little pigs, probably when you were a kid. But there were three little pigs. One built a house of straw, one built a house of sticks, and one built a house of bricks. Okay? Why did the pig build the house out of straw? Two reasons, in my opinion. One, it was cheap. Two, it was fast. Okay? But he got what he paid for. Really, when the wolf came along, he blew his house down. And the same thing with the stick house, okay? Cheap, fast, but not wolf-proof, okay? When you build a website, it's the same exact thing. There are a lot of companies out there that are building straw houses and stick houses. They're doing things that are cheap and fast. And that's not the way to do it if you want to be around and you want to live another day, okay? Google is the wolf, and if you build your house wrong, they can huff and they can puff and they can blow your house down. At one point, it was popular. People would hire companies from India or from overseas, and they would go out and build massive amounts of links from link farms to your website. And so Google got smart, and they started looking for that, and anytime they found someone who had used a link farm and built links to their website, they huffed and they puffed, and you blew your house down. And there are all kinds of other tactics that SEO companies use, but the problem is if Google catches you doing that, they're going to blow your house down. The way to do this is the way that Google wants it. The joke is, where does the 800-pound gorilla sleep? And the answer is the 800-pound gorilla sleeps anywhere it wants to, okay? Google's the gorilla. We do things Google's way. If you do it Google's way, you don't try to cheat, you do it the way they like, then you're not going to get blown away when they make a change to their search engine algorithms, okay? So if you look at a review is a brick, okay? You can't go out and get 10,000 reviews all at once. Google would see that as a problem too, because they would think you were doing something, you were cheating somehow. But if you slowly, steadily get those reviews, everyone's a brick, and you build your website solid on a solid foundation, a solid house, when Google makes changes to their algorithms, your brick house is going to withstand that blowing, and you're going to be there for the long term. So what we want to build as these websites, we want to build a strong, solid presence. We'll build it over time. It's not fast. It's not easy, but it's the right way to do it because you're building a business asset, okay? Your website can actually be an asset. It's an asset for your business. It has value. We recently had a customer, not a Heaven's Best customer, but a customer who wanted to sell their business. And when the appraisers appraised their business, they actually appraised their website at some ridiculous amount of money, in the thousands and thousands of dollars, because it was built solid, it had people come to it, it had the rankings in the search engines, and it was a solid asset to the company that they could actually sell to somebody else. And that's what we're trying to do with the franchises, is we're trying to build this in a solid way that Google likes, okay? And how every operator, whether they're with us or not, absolutely collect those reviews, because you can use them. They are gold nuggets that you can use to build your business. And people just don't realize that yet. I think that more and more people are going to figure this out, and there are going to be more and more reviews on the internet. But right now, by getting those reviews and getting them out there on the internet, you can gain a position in front of the pack, because you've already got the secret figured out. You know what the gold nugget is. You know what the golden egg for solving this problem is. So get reviews, because they are so critically important to your business. Okay, do we have any questions?
What about fraudulent reviews?
Okay, I don't know if this is 100% true, but I've read articles that Google actually claims to have an algorithm that actually reads a review and can determine whether it's fraudulent or not, whether it's, somebody's made it up, okay? And I'm not sure, because your question can go two ways here. So the moral to this story is, don't make up reviews and just put them out there just for the heck of it, okay? And if your competition does that, the theory is that, Google's going to see that in some time, and it's going to actually hurt them. Okay, the other way that this question could do is, what about somebody giving you a bad review? And we have that happen occasionally. Someone will your competitor will go put a bad review and tell what a horrible job you did. And I kind of go by the thing that, the only bad press is no press. Okay, so even a bad review is good for you if you take advantage of it. Because what you can do, you can actually go out and respond to that review. And you can say, if it's not a customer that was yours, you can actually post to that. And you can say, at Heaven's Best, we're concerned about, pleasing our customers. And we did research on this, and this has not been posted by any customer that we did business for, so we don't know who this is. Or if it was someone that you did a job for, you can say, we did this to take care of it. We went back in and we re-cleaned these spots. We offer a guarantee or whatever. It gives you an opportunity to really sell yourself and to show, what you're made of and how you take care of problems, which actually helps you, because then other people know that when there's a problem, you're going to take care of them, because here you are taking care of this problem. So a bad review, in my opinion, if handled correctly, is good. Now, the other interesting thing is that Google actually looks at how you respond to reviews, good, bad, or whatever, okay? And they actually measure the amount of time that it takes you to respond to a review. So if somebody puts a bad review up there and you respond to it in, just a few minutes, you're actually going to get some plus points from Google from taking care of business, If you wait for 2 months to respond to that review, you're probably still going to get some points, but you're not going to get as many because it took you too long to respond to it. So if somebody puts a review up there, it's great for you to be monitoring it, look at it, and say, hey, thanks, we appreciate that. Or, just respond to those reviews can help you as well. You don't have to, but it is an opportunity for you to take advantage of.
How do they go about finding these reviews?
Okay, Google has what it's called spiders. We call them spiders because what they do is they just kind of spider the web. They just wander around and pick things up. And the websites that we build, we actually link into Google. And so anytime there's a change made, it automatically submits it into Google so they can see that a change is made. And a lot of websites are set up with these, they're called webmaster tools, that actually Google provides so that we tie the websites into them so that they can quickly make changes to the websites. And quickly for Google, Google doesn't do anything quickly, okay? So when I say quickly, that's relative. But Google goes out there and automatically spiders these. It seems like it takes anywhere from 2 to 3 months for any changes to be made to really be reflected in Google. So, don't look for the changes to happen, right away. But they will spider it, they will know about it, and then it takes a little time for it to actually get into the search engines. But Google pretty regularly, we see our websites get respidered, like sometimes every day, sometimes 3 times a week, a couple of times a week. So if it's out there and it's on an established site like Angie's List or Yext or something like that, Google will find it, and they will find it usually within a few days. It may take them a little more time to get it, actually out there and reflected in their results, but they find stuff right away.
How do you find the review?
How do you find if somebody left a review for your business?
A bad review? If somebody leaves a bad review, how does the operator find it to correct it?
Okay. What the operator needs to do, and one of the things that we do with our website, is we actually create links. So you could actually go into your own website. You could click on Angie's List. You need to know what places you could potentially be. And so then on a regular basis, maybe once a week or something, or oftener if you have time, you go in and you look at Angie's List and you see what people are saying about you. You go look at your Facebook page. You see what people are saying about you. It depends on how much time and how often you want to do it, and what you think is going to be beneficial to your business. But you have to actually go out there and look at those. And one of the things, we don't do it on a regular basis, but we monitor the customers and we look at them. If we find a review, we usually tell the operator about it and respond to it. So you just kind of have to watch things and just keep your thumb on it.
Is it better to rate you through our website, EasyNet Tool website, or organically through somewhere else, through Google?
Okay. We need the data to actually build the pages out, okay? And so that actually gives us the pages. So those are important from the standpoint of having the pages for Google to be able to index. But really, once you've got those pages, if Google looks at reviews that the business owner typed in versus reviews that the customers have typed in, okay, so you can't really put reviews on your web page or in Google Plus or Google Places or Angie's List. The customers have to have an account and they have to log in, okay? So Google looks at those and they go, okay, you can't be faking these. These are from real people, so they're real reviews. And so they give you much, much higher relevance and much, much higher ranking from those reviews that are typed in directly by the customers directly to those pages you can't control.
So a strategy would be, if you know that you have a Google Plus user or you have a person who has a Gmail account, that means they can directly access Google organically and give you an organic review. So that's going to give me more clout in the long run than having them go to my website and rate me through there on EasyNet Tools.
Absolutely. That is correct.
Okay. Thank you.
Yep, that's correct. If you can get them to do that, sometimes they may not have those accounts. And so we would like to see it so that, any that don't have an account, you can do that. And you can put them to the EasyNet Tools site. We also can provide them with links so that they can go in and log into their own accounts in those and do them organically, if you want to call it that. But those are always better where they directly log into their own account and leave those reviews for you, are always, from Google's view, more relevant and more important. And one of the things that you may want to do as well, as you look, you're going to pick maybe 10 of these different sites that you monitor, and if you've got lots and lots of Angie's List reviews, then maybe you don't want to push people to do that. But if you don't have any Facebook reviews, you can then you can ask, hey, do you have a Facebook account? Would you mind logging into your Facebook account and going to this address and leaving a review on my Facebook page? And so you can kind of flesh that out where you need it. You can kind of send them where you need them so that you have a good smattering of reviews all over your different accounts. Well, I would be remiss if I didn't, at this point of the presentation, ask you for a review for me. So if any of you have a Facebook account, I would absolutely love it if you would log into our Facebook account, and here's the address on the screen, and you could leave a review on me or this presentation, or how we're doing. So please give us a review as well. That would be great. So also, if there's anything that we can do to help you, give us a call. Here's our telephone number and the web address where you can go to find us. Give us a call. I would love to talk to you, whether you're one of our customers or not. If you have questions, anything that we can do to help you and to help further Heaven's Best marketing programs, we are excited to help you about that. But like I say, today I've been on a soapbox because I feel like reviews are so incredibly important. And if you just develop a habit of always asking for a review when you finish a job, and you just continue to get those, I'm confident that you will see that they are absolutely so valuable that you will never stop doing it. So get reviews out there. Anything that we can do to help you do that, we are more than happy to do. So I want to thank you for having me come today. Hopefully you'll find this beneficial, and hopefully you can take advantage of collecting those gold nuggets for your business.